Craig, we've got a very interesting concept of machine here from Kerf, a combination machine. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, for this particular customer, he's got a requirement to cut from 10-15 mil with high definition plasma, but equally he needs to go right the way through to 100 mil. So on the same machine we've got high definition plasma through this cutting torch, and then as his requirements change, he can then use Oxy-fuel on thicker materials.
And he's got two heads here, so he's opted for two heads on the Oxy-fuel, and then you've got one on the plasma.
Yes,
the high
equally he could have 3 or 4 if that was what his work was.
So rather than having two Oxy-fuel machines, you're saving floor space for
Yes.
one, and you're being able to maybe manage your processes a lot better because you can use a combination of the both in conjunction with each other.
The customer that's bought this machine has bought a longer machine, so he could be loading the rear of the machine with a heavy plate that he's going to use for Oxy-fuel, whilst at the front of the machine he's cutting with high def plasma.
And how do you go about controlling this on the software? Is it fairly straightforward?
It's straightforward. Basically, you select the material, you select the thickness, and the control sets everything for you. So in terms of de-skilling the operation, it's very, very good.
So to me, it would seem that this would surely be the right way to go if you're heavily into fabrication and you don't quite know in today's competitive market what's coming through the door from day to day. You'd be better off going for a machine where you've got the three heads and you can do the two different processes.
Absolutely. The only thing that you could compare to this would be a water jet, but again that process is relatively slow compared to plasma and Oxy-fuel, but for the right application.
And what I'm gauging from this is it is pretty much bespoke, so you can have it 1.5 meters, 2 meters in terms of your cross rail here. Yep. In width.
It tends to be driven by the plate size, so people would use a 5 metre by 2.5 metre, so then the customer would probably buy a 10 metre long machine so that you can get two plates on at the same time. 4 metre by 2 metre is the standard size. What I would say is get the width right, you can always go as long as you want to.
And how long have you been supplying combination machines?
From when the company started, back in 2002.
And is it a popular route? Do you sell many?
The most popular is a standalone high def plasma, but for the right application, a combination machine covers all.
Excellent. So here's a part that's been cut using the ultra sharp technology on the plasma.
Yes.
So what have you actually done here?
Basically, we've gone from the customer's CAD file, put it into the CAM software, and then just put it on the machine and cut it.
Okay, and with the ultra sharp, you've achieved things that you wouldn't have been able to achieve without that.
Without ultra sharp, you would not have got this from plasma. The customer was having to have them cut at a subcontractor with a laser, and he's now bringing that work back in-house and cutting them on his Kerf machine.
As a direct result of your technology?
Yes.